Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how to make a simple stocking. This stocking cost me not even $2 to make. So I bought a yard of fabric and also bought a yard of Sherpa. And this fabric is a thicker fabric. It's more like the patio, the outdoor patio furniture, those type pillows fabric. So it's a thicker weight. And I just folded it over and doubled it so that when I cut my pattern, I'd have a front and a back. So I used that stocking as my pattern, and I just traced around it, and I left a little bit of an extra room so that when I sewed it, it would, work out to be about the same size. So I just used that as my pattern and cut it out. And now I am ready to sew my stocking. And I am just a beginner at sewing, so you don't have to know how to sew to make this. I mean, it does not have to be perfect to turn out. Okay, I've got my sewing machine out, and what you'll do is you'll turn the pretty side together so that your not so pretty sides are on the outer sides. Does that make sense? Your pretty sides on the inside. And then you just leave a little space, and when you start, you'll usually backspace a couple times to double stitch it, and just sew down it carefully. And my daughter was teasing me, I go from turbo to turtle speed. Turbo to turtle speed. I'm not consistent. And I can only sew simple things like this. Pillows, stockings. I used to make my little girl some of those little dresses, pillowcase dresses, when she was about 4. But other than that, I cannot sew. So this is very simple and easy, is why I'm showing you this tutorial. Like I said, you cut your fabric and then turn it to where the pretty side is on the inside. And after you sew around the edges, you're going to flip it inside out, and it will look great. Like I said, as you can see, I'm struggling with it. It's okay. It does not have to be perfect. And my sewing machine is not expensive. It's a cheap sewing machine, I think maybe $59 or so. So you don't have to spend a lot. And like I said, it does not have to be perfect. You'll see in the end that even though, I wasn't consistent, I didn't pin my edges to make sure that everything lined up perfect, it still turns out great. So don't get discouraged. Just do your best and it'll work out. And like I said, this cost me less than $2 to make between my fabric and the Sherpa that I bought for the little cuff. So I've got 3 more to make now, because there's 4 of us in my family. Okay, but I'm just continuing on around. And I did not, on the top, I did not flip it down and do the little fancy seam or anything, because I put the Sherpa cuff over it so no one will see that. So just make it easy on yourself. And this weight fabric is a little thicker, of course, than like your cotton fabric, so it works out better. But I probably wouldn't recommend filling it with, Christmas goodies for your little one. It's more for decoration. Okay, here I am flipping it over. And you'll want to use thread that matches your fabric. I used white thread. And Buffalo Plaid's really popular this Christmas and this fall too. So here it is. And you can kind of see around the edges. And if you need to press it, if it's a little wrinkled, you can always press it. Okay, I was holding it up on the wall so you could kind of see the shape of it better. That even though it wasn't cut out just perfect, it still looks good. And stockings are so expensive to buy at the store today. And that's my Sherpa. Like I said, I bought a yard of it and a yard of the Buffalo Plaid check. And my sewing machine, like I said, is not an expensive one, so it's not heavy duty. So I ended up stitching this on by hand. But I had my fabric, flipped it back to where the pretty side's on the inside, and I had the fuzzy side of the Sherpa up toward the ceiling. And then when I reversed it, the Sherpa kind of like cuff just flipped back down, and so like you'd roll a sock down. So that's how I did that. Real simple. I think I don't know, my daughter cut the strip for me, and I think it was like 13 inches, and I think she made it 3.5 inches wide, the Sherpa strip. And then you'll need some ribbon so that you can hang up your stocking. And I just got a needle and thread, and I stitched it. And there it is. And it matches my burlap. That's actually a table runner, but I thought it looked good on the mantle for this year. So I hope you liked my video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching.